We're going to be testing some red-black goblins. Haven't played the deck in a while, but, you know, some cards are eternally good, and some cards aren't eternally good. But enough of that. We have some Wastelands, we got some ports, and you know what? You got a lot of red mana sources. Probably what I like most about this specific list is the color requirements aren't too steep. You don't actually have many black cards that aren't goblins, because there's an enormous difference between a black card that is a goblin and isn't a goblin in this sort of deck because of the presence of Cavern of Souls. So technically you can hardcast Leyline of the Void off of your double Badlands, but that's the only thing you really need it for. In previous iterations / previous times, I've played Earwig Squad off and on. Can't remember, but it doesn't seem particularly good right now. I wonder if... Let me look up the wording on Earwig Squad, but I believe you can Veil of Summer the trigger, unfortunately. Yeah, it targets. So you can... That trigger can be veiled if your opponent, for some reason, has Veil in versus you, which I don't think they should. But yeah, we got some 1-drops. Really, 1-drops are sort of the lifeblood of this deck. Be hesitant to keep a hand that doesn't have one of these 9 cards in the opener. I mean, obviously, once you mulligan, that's going to be a little bit harder, because having just 9 of these, repeatedly mulliganing in a deck that needs like 4 mana sources consistently is not a recipe for winning a lot of the time. But, you know, on 6 cards, I'll loosen the keep restrictions, I suppose. 2-drops, we got 3 Cratermakers. In my mind, this is the real way that this deck, it can answer a bunch of things. Oh, you're here? What's up? Yeah, just giving a brief overview. This sort of does it all. It kills Ensnaring Bridge, kills Emrakul, kills Plague Engineer, which I know Goblin Lackey 1 is worried about. I kind of wonder about this card. It seems like Piledriver probably hasn't aged that well, but I might only play 1 copy. Elementals is the new Goblins. Yo, what's up, FPOC? Yo, what's up, Ved? I'm doing the first stream of the new year for me. May it be the first of many. What is Henlo? I've seen that as a meme recently. Oh, wait, Mogg War Marshal straight from Time Spiral Draft into here. A staple of Dirty Kitty, which was Goblin Storm back in 2006. Munitions Expert, which I've been impressed with this card. I think this card's quite good. This card was insane in Booster Draft, as was this one. Oh, it's how dogs say hello. But, you know, Gempalm Incinerator is just cycling Terminate, which is also phenomenal. And, you know, wrong art matron. Let me see if I have the correct art matron in my room. Be right back. Let me look real quick. Yeah, here we go. Chinese Goblin Matron from Urza Saga. Here we go, Goblin Lackey. This is the correct stuff. Not this. I don't know, whatever. This is Modern Horizons, obviously, but, you know, I do have my Goblins cards in a box. It's just, I don't really feel a need to play them IRL. Pashalik Mons also very good in Modern Horizons Draft. So you might see a theme here. All of the new good Goblins cards are from 2019. Oh yeah, it's a very dusty box. Actually, Ved, That matron came from a random binder of where my dual lands live too, because a lot of my stuff is not sorted. Wrong art Goblin Chief as well. But, you know. Goblin Chainwhirler. Okay, Chainwhirler is from 2018, to be quite fair. Wait, is Chainwhirler from 2018 or 2017? Hold on. Getting confused now. 2018, I think. It was the beginning? No, it might have been the end of 2017. When was Pro Tour Dominaria? Let's check my ELO project to remember. I don't remember. Dominaria. Nope, Dominaria was 2018. It did come out in 2018. Spring 2018, that's right. Okay. Sling-Gang. Well, really can't say good enough things about this card. I had, at Grand Prix Seattle, the Modern Horizons Limited GP, I had a deck with Goblin Matron, 2 Sling-Gang Lieutenants, and Hogak. As you might imagine, I actually just hardcast the Hogak on like turn 5 multiple times. Like turn 3 Matron, turn 4 Sling-Gang, turn 5 Sling-Gang means you can convoke out the Hogak on that turn, which is kind of insane if you think about it, because it's just 3 black creatures, 1 red creature by turn 5, and not many seal decks can beat the combination of Sling-Gang and Hogak by that point. So can't. Obviously, this card is pretty good too. It plus Pashalik Mons means you have an insane amount of reach. Just an insane amount. Like, you don't have to spend mana to ding your opponent, so they can die pretty quickly. And to be fair, this is why I have a suspicion that cutting Piledrivers for more Mogg War Marshals and Prospectors might be better. But I'm not going to change anything for now. Just a comment / thought. And Ringleader, honestly, Ringleader is one of the reasons that Goblins became good when Apocalypse / Onslaught were put together. Weakens you a lot to Plague. Sort of. I mean, I can see your point. I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. We'll play some games first. Trashmaster. Honestly, I don't really understand why this card exists, but this is technically a 2018 card, so we'll let it slide. I will say, if you ever played this card versus, like, I don't know, Red Prison or something like that, it's just an absolute delight because they can almost never beat this card. We have anti-combo card. Oh, I can't drag them over. Okay, whatever. I have 2 anti-combo cards, some anti-graveyard cards, some grindy cards, I guess is the correct way of putting it, and some, anti-blue cards. Oh, and I guess some anti-Dark Depths cards. Wrong Pithing Needle art. But anyways, that's Goblins, and, I would imagine Show and Tell is not very good for this deck, but too much Depths hate. There are 3 anti-Depths cards. Anyways, Happy New Year. If you enjoy this stream, feel free to support it by using a Twitch Prime sub, a regular sub, following the stream, or following me on Twitter or YouTube. Alright, playing against the mighty Wizbit. Alright, so this is a classical situation. If your Vial gets forced, you're in slight trouble, but I think the upside is just too good on this hand to mulligan it, so I'm not going to. Plus, I can draw a red source still, even if they force this. Yeah, I agree. I was not going to mulligan it. I was just saying the fail rate of the deck is if this gets forced and you don't draw a red source. But it goes through, so I'm in good shape. I can Basically, my plan is to play Death and Taxes style for a few turns by just porting them repeatedly or wasting them or whatever. Yeah, on the draw, a lot of bad things can happen. Like, the Vial can be dazed, you can get Thought Seized, you know, just too many things can go wrong. I mean, I would consider keeping it still, but it's probably not right. Oh, I have to place it on the stack now? Interesting. I don't remember having to do that before, but it's been a while since I've played humans or something somewhere. All right, that's a pretty good draw. Versa Delta means I can just play my thing. Can't pay Echo, but that's fine. Porting their fetch is not particularly effective, obviously, but depending on what they do here, I can try to go fast or slow. Like, that's the beauty of Goblin Matron. You can present a quick clock if you need to, or you can just grind them. Like, I already have a Ringleader rolled up, so I might not Matron for another Ringleader. Depends on what they do. Like, how I would personally grind them. No. Oh, are they going to decay my Vial? Kind of sucks. All right, well, that's fine. Can't pay Echo. Not that I probably wouldn't anyways, but get a tough decision. Actually, not really. I'm just gonna waste them and port them. Yo, what's up, Allie84? Hope you're having a good one. Happy 2020. I'm just gonna keep their mana under lockdown so they can't do anything. This is a PG safe stream. Okay. So I'm going to take this up. Kind of hoping I draw land, but we'll see what happens. What is Keck W? Or do I not want to know? Fair enough. It's a Twitch emote, but I didn't see a Twitch emote. I saw the letters KEKW. Shrug. So Chainwhirler is kind of awkward here, but that's okay. BTTV emote. I don't know what that means. I don't know how to add it. I guess I'm younger than you might expect. Ah, shit. That light is so bright. My other light died, so it's just a laughing face. Okay. Yeah, I know about BTTV. Didn't know that exact emote was a BTTV emote. Anyways, attack for 2. Gonna port them upkeep, Violin, Matron, end step. Technically, I could do it on my main phase if I wanted to play around Stifle, but I don't. Maybe I should. I don't know. I think it's kind of fine no matter what. I'm gonna port their black sources because I want to play around him. Also want to play around. A lot of these cards are readers. I'm not 16, no. Yo, Mats, I'm gonna play your painter deck after this Goblins League. Arcane, Jedi Master Arcane 11, thank you for the host. You know, when I was a kid, I read a lot of the original extended version Star Wars books. I really wanted them to go with the Jason Jaina plotline, but they didn't. You know, that happens. I think I'm going to get Ringleader, though. Is it 3-4? I could get Gempalm. Probably still supposed to get Ringleader, right? Yeah. So, getting Ringleader. Do I want to draw a land? Sort of. It's kind of neutral either way. Like, drawing a land would be good. That's not particularly good. Oh man, I'm using the wrong mountains. Ah, god damn it. Alright, whatever. I forgot to... So I redeemed my Eldraine set from the Mox, the Legacy playoff yesterday, and I forgot it has random basic lands in it. Well, we technically bricked. There's a creature in the graveyard, so what I can do is I can attack with Ringleader. That lets them cast something, but I'm not even sure anything they could cast next turn would be that threatening besides Plague Engineer. So I'm going to attack with just that. If they block, I'll play the Cratermaker and Cratermaker it. I don't think attacking with all is that great. Like, they can just block here, take... Like, so they would take 3 versus taking 2. I don't know. I played bad in my round 6 match for sure. I lost to 4C Loam twice, which I would not describe as the easiest matchup. Alright, so now what do I do? Could just play Warchief and say go. Play straight blue-red Delver. Yeah, I think I'm going to play Warchief, say go. Yes, I lost to Koki round 3. I lost to Koki. I went lose, win, lose. Round 4, lost to Ozzy. Kind of sucks. I can't make that same attack next turn, unfortunately. Matron would be good. Gempalm or Expert are insane here, obviously. Still can't cast his Chainwhirler, which is something I mentioned. Like, the Port Wasteland thing, interaction with that is kind of awkward, but I think it's correct to play one in the main. Gempalm? Piledriver. So if I attack with everything, they block here. They block this and block that. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably worth it by this point. They basically have to block this, like, otherwise they actually die. So this in a sense is a removal spell. It's not the best one because if you draw the other one, it's actually like a profitable removal spell for you. But that deals them a bunch of damage, so it's fine there. I actually generally do not like Piledriver when you're trying to grind. And in fact, also back to my previous point, in the actual Onslaught block constructed, there was a version of Goblins that played 0 Piledriver because they just wanted to win all of the mirrors by going bigger. I know my history of block constructed decks from 2003. Onslaught block constructed was a weird format. Yo, I'm not a boomer. Dokomoy, I play straight blue-red Delver. I tweeted the list and my match results. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you punt, sometimes you don't. Oh, I was supposed to port. I was too busy talking. Yeah, I was supposed to port a Black Source. I always port a Black Source in this matchup, if I can. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Maybe they'll turn... Okay, well... Okay. Yeah, that was really bad. They'll let them cast that. I was supposed to port, obviously. Come on. Give me something good. Goblin Lackey, not so good. This was my fault. Could have avoided this very easily. By the way, basic Snow Forest tells me a lot about their deck. It means I don't think they have Delvers in their deck. I think they're just like a mid-rangey deck. Alright. Lackey go, I guess. Attacking's not great. Like, I would deal them 3 damage, lose my 2/2, and then... Yeah, it's just not good. Yeah, doesn't really matter what I tap. I think black-blue is slightly better to tap than green-black. Yeah. Gempalm's okay. It still kills this, assuming nothing bad happens to me. Obviously, something bad could happen to me. Well, I mean, 1-drops are not canonically good later in the game. It is what it is. Whereas Lackey on turn 1 is just great, so... Alright. Ringleader, Matron, Munitions Expert, Gempalm. What's up, M. Popa? Yeah, death rate sort of did a number on Lackey. Death rate. I'm trying to think if there were other cards around that era that were printed. Can't remember. Baleful Strix. No, I don't think Confluence is that bad for goblins. It's like Confluence and like sweepers in general are only okay, I think. Okay, well, that's really good. Okay, so what can I do? If I kill the Tarmogoyf uncounterably, what happens? They can block 2 of these and they take lethal damage. Sounds good to me. Looks like I have lethal here. So they block these 2. Wait, no, never mind. Hold on. I'm showing 4? I have 4 damage because they blocked these 2. I double counted one of the 2/2s, I think. No, I only have 4. Expert doesn't have haste. Alright, so what am I supposed to do? Probably still attack them with everything. Well, they have to block both these, right? No, they don't. They can block this and this, and they take 5, go to 1. All right, I'm fine with that. I'm going to ignore the Oko because I don't think the Oko is actually... Like, the problem is a food does gain them life, but it costs them so much mana to gain life per turn. I think it's fine. So I think attacking them with everything is better than trying to deal, like, 4 damage to an Oko or whatever. Yeah, they probably won't block Lackey. Their deduction, if I were them, I would think that the likely holding in hand is probably Vial. Although I had a turn or two where I could have played the Vial, so maybe not Vial. Alright, so they block that. Yeah. So they're at 1. Well, so Marduk, they could have blocked there's another block they could have had to play around the Whirler, I think. If they wanted to. If they wanted to let Lackey through and play around Whirler. Oh no, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, no, this is fine. I was thinking they could block a different 1/1 and a 2/2, but that just doesn't make any sense because if you're going to block a 1/1, you should block the Lackey. So yeah. In any case, I think we're actually favored in this scenario. Unless if they have like a main deck Plague Engineer. Alright. Made one slight misstep, which was really disastrous. Not porting that one turn was really, really bad. Alright, so our opponent is Bug. Kind of want to get these out of my deck. I'm going to cut these for sure. I don't want to go too low on the Goblin count, but I do think Relic is good versus Tarmogoyf, generally speaking. So now I can cut 2 more cards. Expect a bunch of Plague Engineers. Not sure how good this card how good this card is in the matchup. I kind of like Trashmaster because it lets your stuff survive the engineer, and it's not that easy for Bug to kill it. Well, if that's the case, should I have the other Whirler in then? Like, this is sort of a coherent plan if what you're saying is. Lucky. Hate cutting down my number of 1-drops, but Prospector probably can go. I'm loath to cut Lackey because it still demands like them to have the correct interaction. Maybe I can cut. Can I cut this card? Probably not. Can't cut these. They kill engineer. Food does not remain an artifact. Alright, I'll cut 2 lackeys, I guess. Yes, I understand that Mons is great with Sling-Gang. I've done enough Modern Horizon drafts to know that. This is sort of what I'm afraid of. The way we're sideboarded, I don't think I can mulligan this hand, but it's not really great either. Kind of just hoping that their mana base sucks and I just, like, get them. Especially since I know I'm playing against a deck with Hymn to Torok. Yeah, that's the other part. The thing is, I also just cut a bunch of 1-drops, so, like, my average hand's going to look like this, right? So note, Basic Island does make it harder for them to cast him on turn 2. Counting Reb as a 1-drop is not really fair, I think. Lackey. I mean, that's sort of disingenuous, I think. Also, counting Relic as a 1-drop is also sort of disingenuous because it really costs 2 to do its complete thing. Considering if I should port them on turn 2, I think I'm going to. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm conditioning basically the risk reward versus getting to Reb Oko versus getting engineered this turn. And I think they generally have more engineers than Okos, but maybe I'm supposed to just port them no matter what and not even give them the option because they may not even have another land. Well, it only stops it temporarily, right? Right, exactly. So I think, no, I mean, I think it's way more likely they have more Okos than engineers. That is my personal opinion. But yeah, I should just port them this turn and next turn hold up Reb. Perhaps I'll time them out too. I'm up by like 4-ish minutes. Oh, did I? Okay, I meant more Oko than engineer. More Oko than engineer definitely is what I meant to say and definitely makes more sense. Just because Oko is like such a messed up card. Split card Humility, Centaur Glade. What mountain is this? This is a Throne Mountain, right? Yep, it is. Jorbs! Welcome back, man. It's been a while. For those of you who don't know, Jorbs is, I would say, an old friend of mine who streams a lot of Slay the Spire. Check out his stream, twitch.tv/JORBS, if you like watching variety games. Jorbs also used to play Magic, but he doesn't really do that much of that anymore, I would say. I mean, I guess I don't know for sure, but... "17 months. That's a lot of months. It's almost 1.5 years." Interesting. So they almost certainly have a 3-drop in their hand, is my take on this situation. Yeah, Slay the Spire is a cool game. Alright, I'm going to name Goblin with my Cavern. It makes them uncounterable, but I'm going to port. They probably play an Oko, and I'm going to Red Elemental Blast it. If they play If they play a Plague Engineer, I'll be sort of sad, but it is what it is. They brainstormed but didn't fetch, which means they just like all of their cards in hand. Is my take on the situation. Or they essentially liked 8 of their cards, right? Because they basically had 7 and then put one. They drew up to 7 and then drew one of their cards back. It's whatever. Well, the short story is they liked enough of their cards to redraw one of the cards, is what I'm saying. All right, I'm hoping it's Oko and not Plague Engineer, because if it's Oko, at least I can reb it. Oh, that one I should probably reb too. I basically want to use this reb no matter what, because it just... Now I can cut them off of 1 mana source, but perhaps I should just play the Ringleader. I think I'm just going to play Ringleader off Wasteland. The reason to play Wasteland is if I draw another Wasteland, then I can double waste next turn. Only a Matron, but that's fine. Matron lets me find Cratermaker for Engineer, if that's the case. Well, so the real reason I don't like that play is they're actually pretty likely to have a land plus another 3-drop, I think. Like, what does porting them keep them off of here? Like, I don't think it really keeps them off of much. And to follow up, that play is actually especially bad if they have Plague Engineer. Whereas if they have Plague Engineer and you make the play I made, at least you've gotten in 2 damage. Even though your creature will be reduced to a 1/1. So yeah, I think my play was good. But obviously there are merits to the other play. The merit to the other play is if you think they have Jace the Mind Sculptor in their deck, like a bunch of them, then you cut them off of Jace with pretty high likelihood that turn, right? But I think these decks tend to play a lot of 3s and not many 4s. So that's why I wasn't thrilled about port play. So I didn't do that essentially. Interesting. Okay, so that's good insurance versus an engineer. It's true. It is. I'm just going to kill their thing and get in more damage. It's uncounterable, which is nice. They can decay this if they want. It's a really good exchange for me if they do. I'm going to port them instead of wasting them, because that gives me access to my mana next turn. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god!
$1 for 2020.
Paraceline, you're the best. I look forward to meeting you this weekend at the Grand Prix. Alright. Going to port. Does it really matter? I guess I port the second blue source, right? They have 3 black sources, they have 3 green sources. Yeah. I'm gonna port the Trop then. No, you know what? Theoretically stops TNN. That's a good point. So they just drew Brainstorm for turn? Or, I guess... I guess they get a card deeper this way, so that would actually make sense. Yes, you got the Pokesword privies. So did Goblin Lackey. Shout out. I'm trying his deck. Although I cut his 61st card, which was a Bone Crusher Giant. Honestly, there were 61st cards, but I don't know. I just love Ringleadering. Yo, Kanoxai! Thanks for gifting a sub, man. As usual, Kanoxai is great. 5/6, huh? That's a big papa. What do I do now? Kanoxai, you're the best Kanoxai that I know. Kanoxai. Alright, back to thinking about what I should do, though. So, the deduction is they don't have Engineer, right? They probably would have played it otherwise. Question, which order do I play things? Yeah, I could just load the board and hope they don't top deck an Engineer. That's fine. Even if they do, I don't think it's the end of the world, so... The question is, what do I get here? Yeah, I'm getting a Ringleader. I think I'm getting another Ringleader, rather. What's going to happen? Get another Ringleader. Tap all of this to play it. I could get Mons. Well, I have Mogg War Marshal in my hand. I don't think I need to get a second. Yeah. Actually, I think I will get Mons. I don't think I need a second Mogg War Marshal right now. Obviously, like, a lot of bad things can happen this turn, but... Yikes. Okay. Whatevs. No, they had it! Why, God? Why? Why do bad things happen to good people? Whatever. Okay. Well, it's not really that nice, right? A mana source would actually be pretty good here. Alright, didn't get it. That's okay. I shouldn't have tapped my port. That was really bad. I should just port them this turn instead. I should absolutely crack it right now. I want to get in for 2 damage. Yeah, I think attacking for 2 is way better than trying to block, in my opinion. I should have not tapped the port, though. That was really bad. I should have tapped these 3 lands and ported upkeep. Okay. Yeah, I would have gotten to port a blue source. They wouldn't have been able to play Jace. Things would have been a lot better. Wow, my opponent... This is really mind-boggling. Yeah, I don't think this makes any sense. I know what's going on. Don't worry. War deals 1 to all planeswalkers. Don't know why they attacked. I guess this is a 6/7, but it's not like their deck. Yeah, they were expecting me to Wasteland them, which was never going to happen. So that's fine. Okay. Sure. I mean, I guess I'm in like danger to another engineer, but that's whatever. Can't really beat that anyways. Out of this world? Nice. I like it too. Just read it. That's sort of a problem. I'm gonna have to matron for Mogg War Marshal, I think. Could play both and just get Sling-Gang. The Vial is not going to do anything. Like, I do not believe the playing. So I'm debating playing both of my 3s versus matroning for. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to play both my 3s and then get Sling-Gang and hope I don't get engineered or hymned. But I can't really beat most of that stuff anyways, so I'm not going to worry about it. Note, I can't be Force of Will anyways, so it's fine. I think they probably sided out all of their forces if I had to guess. Okay, I died. Well, it was going to be hard to... I lost when they hymned my first Sling-Gang and Munitions Expert, actually, I think. But that's okay. And the turn I did in Port also probably cost me a bunch of percentage points. Now the question is, do I want all of the lackeys in on the play? Yeah, kind of not feeling these blasts on the play. I think I'm going to put the lackeys back in on the play and cut the blasts. Maybe keep one blast and the relic. The relic just is so good versus Tarmogoyf decks that I don't hate it. This is like something you'll see a lot in other formats too. Like Thoughtseize is actually a lot better on the draw a lot of the time because you have extra cards and you can sort of poke a hole in their curve. Whereas on the play, you might want to just like try to tempo-y them. I guess I keep. This is not like the most insane again, but the Relic is really good. Expert is fine. Sling-Gang's pretty good. And the Wastelands are like, the way their mana's set up, I think the Wastelands are super, super, super good versus them. So, all in all, I don't think you should mulligan this hand. Looking mighty tasty. Well, once you put Leovold and him and Oko into a deck, you do have to play a lot of dual lands, and it doesn't actually look like they have Astrolabe in their deck. Alright. Reliquio. Probably just going to waste them anyways. I mean, sort of. I mean, it's just correct for me to relic them every chance so they don't get an option of what to exile. Like, I'm not doing this to time them. I'm just doing it because it's correct to do it. Tabernacle? Who plays that card? I should have played my Mire, actually. No one plays Tabernacle of Pendril Vale. No one owns that card. It's like it's an ultra mythic. Ultra mythic. You found my Jarvis emote, Paraceline. Yo, shout out to anyone who can figure out what card Paraceline's username is. I do. It's in one of the boxes behind me. I guess I'll pull it up in a sec. Yeah, Armath, you figured it out. Well, I didn't know they were going to EOT Brainstorm. I really should have played the Mire out. So I could expert that and at least get in for one, but too late now. Punish pretty bad, yeah. Everything sucks. Yeah. Punish for misplays. What else is new? Sucks to suck. Did they not have another land? Oh my god! Should I crack the relic? Probably not. Alright. Just gonna make it so they can't do anything productive for a while. I can slowly kill them. It does. I don't have to like. I don't have to rush because if I just port this land forever, how can they ever win? Interesting. Why didn't they attack? Also, low-key waiting for a Cavern of Souls because that would be really good here. If they've, I'm gonna make them have Hydroblast. If they have it, they have it. This is slightly soft to Fatal Push. But again, if they have it, they have it. They could. I'm just going to unload all my stuff over the next few turns if I draw lands. And if I don't, I'm just going to keep porting that one land so they can't cast anything. But yeah, I definitely played the wrong land on that one turn. It definitely could have cost me. Okay. I mean, my hand's so good that, like, I don't think this is really all that relevant. Like, they're basically spending a mana to shock themselves, and I don't care about that. Think I should get insurance versus feel like I should just get Pashalik Mons or Ringleader. The problem with another Ringleader is I really want to port them, so getting a 3-drop might be better. So I think I am going to get a 3-drop. Maybe I just assume I will draw a land. Could get Warchief. That's not the worst. Cratermaker is a 3-drop. Yeah, that's just not very exciting. Alright, I'll get Ringleader. I think it's actually sort of close. Right. Also, one thing to remember is I can always pop the Relic looking for a land if necessary. Alright, sure. Might pop the Relic end step, looking for another mana source. I think that's actually my plan. If they blast this, whatever, that's fine. Actually, if they counter this, I'm going to pop the Relic main phase, looking for a Wasteland. Because I think a Waste would be pretty good. Alright, that's fine. Alright, now that they have 2 green sources, obviously I'm going to port the black source. Okay, so their hand was just a bunch of clunky removal. That's fine. Okay, well... should have left the other Badlands in the deck to fetch for, I think. Alright, well... 4 mana, draw 3. Is that good? If so, why? Is Concentrate good? It's Concentrate, not Gob Central. It's Gobcentrate, right? People who play with less than 24 mana sources in this deck, I think, hate casting their spells. Avalanche concentrators. Let's see, what can I do? Oh, that's good too. Yeah. Well, Harmonize is color shifted concentrate for what it's worth. Alright. Just gonna play that one. If I played a Ringleader this turn, I would likely have to discard, which I'm not thrilled about. So I'm not gonna do that. Alright. They're dead in like 1,000 ways. What's the coolest way to kill them? Could cycle 2 incinerators. Okay. Well, alright. I guess even if they force this... Alright, Sling-Gang is the coolest. I agree. Yeah, there were a lot of cool ways to kill them. Alright. Alright. We're 1-0 so far. We'll go into match 2 immediately. Just a quick reminder, if you enjoy this stream, hit that follow button. If you have a Twitch Prime sub, you can use it here. Follow me on YouTube or on Twitter. Yeah, that's a sweet play. That used to happen with standard Reveler combo because your Gargadon would run out of suspend counters. Alright, Shadow PT. I don't remember what this person plays. I guess I could technically go check, but I kind of just don't care as well. Why do I want to say Hogak? Let's say Hogak. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. I don't think this hand actually beats anything except a slow blue deck. Alright, I'm gonna keep this one. It's between second Vial and... Nah, I think I'm just gonna ship the second... Well... Damn. No reason, Joe. What's up? Welcome to the stream. I think I'll ship Vial, though. I'm not sure. I think it's actually a pretty close decision. Alright, I'm going Waste Vial because it hides slightly more information. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't bet on outcomes of tournaments here. Because that would be against DCI rules. Probably Red Prison, I guess. Okay. They minus on driver, probably. Ooh. It's kind of sick, actually. Bone Crusher Giant, huh? Power Creep. So, here's a play you can make. If this were on 4, I could Violin Expert, put the trigger on the stack, cast the other Expert in response, deal 4 to it. This is the exact same play as a double Thalia's Lieutenant play, essentially. Unfortunately, that doesn't kill it, so I don't think I'm going to do that. But it's something to keep an eye on, essentially. I don't know if you've ever made that play, Lackey, but it's something you should think about, I suppose. I'm considering wasting them or not. I think I am going to waste them, though. Maybe not. Do I waste? I think I'm supposed to, but it's definitely close. The problem is City also kills itself, but I don't know. Like, it's just close all around. All right, they're making mana. All right. Here's the play. Deal 2 to that. Yes, I know Gempalm. I can also just Violin the Expert, deal 1 to that, cycle Gempalm to kill it, and not let the token happen. That's why I'm setting a stop here. Unfortunately, this one does not count all goblins. That's why I'm thinking about this sort of hard. Yes, I could do that, but I think I want to use the Gempalm to kill the Rabble Master. Won't they... Oh, the token has to attack. Okay, alright, this works out. Yeah, this is fine. You're right. I'll have exactly 4 damage for that, plus 2 attackers, plus the Gempalm to kill that. We'll tick this up. Just hope they have no more fast mana. Yeah, wasting paid off. Chalice on 1. Right, that's sort of fine. I don't think that does much, really. Question is, I think I'm going to leave this on 3 because I have way more 3s than 4s. Actually, do I? Let's look at the deck list again real quick. I think I've used a Gempalm, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so I'm probably supposed to leave on 3. Yeah, I can tick up, not down. That's a key point as well. That is true. Bad draw. I think I'm supposed to leave the Goblins in play. So I'm not going to attack. I think the Goblins in play are better for me than for them. Okay, I mean, that's kind of good, actually. But at the same time, it doesn't really change much. It does mean if they use an Ancient Tomb or something. Oh, I should have left this untapped, actually. That was a mistake. I should have ported with Mountain, because if they played Tomb and then cast something, I can waste in response. Like, if they cast, like, a Blood Moon or something like that. Yeah, punished. That was really bad, actually, because I could cut them down to 2 mana instead of 3. So that might cost me the game. Well, yeah, if I just played better, it wouldn't even matter. So, yeah, whatever. Hopefully they don't have anything too good. Alright, that's fine. It's just a 4-3. I mean, honestly, like, we're still in a pretty good position. I just have to draw. Alright, that's pretty good. Best card in this matchup is Trashmaster, and you can sort of see why. I'm still gonna leave this on 3. Do I kill Chalice? Guess I could just play up both my 2s and say go. I have a suspicion that killing Chalice is actually wrong. I think I'm just going to play both my 2s and say go and see what happens. Yeah, I don't think my 1-drops actually do anything. I think I'm just going to play those and say go. That really doesn't concern me either. Question is, funnily enough, I can attack with all my stuff through this ensnaring bridge still. The bridge doesn't matter, the Chalice doesn't matter. Yeah, now I think I can tick up to 4 because of Sling-Gang, yeah. This might sound crazy, but what if I just attack with all my creatures and nuke the token? Then it'll be a 9/2 Piledriver. Sure, it works. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it doesn't terminate the thing you want it to terminate because they can just block a 2/2 this turn. And they can use their token to block Piledriver. I wonder if actually killing their Chrome Mox is good. Yeah, they can chump with Goblin on Piledriver. And then they can block 4/3 on a 2/2. So the question is, what are they going to do? So what I can actually do is attack with both of these and see what they do. Note, this locks them under Trinisphere as well. So they can't really cast... Oh, I guess their deck can't really cast things under Trinisphere anyways. That's really good. Now I think an auto attack is correct. Gonna say go. Plays around Fiery Confluence. They can still cast Fiery Confluence off of Simian Spirit Guides, so you have to be wary of that. One, two, three, four, five, six. I can only deal with them 12. Or sorry, it's 11, but say go. If they have double Spirit Guide Confluence, they would wipe my board, but that's okay. We win game 1. The Wasteland misstep didn't cost me, thankfully. Alright. Looks like I'm pre-boarded versus them. Could make a case for Pyrokinesis, Chainwhirler. Really? You love Needle? Not sold on that. Increases your vulnerability to Chalice if you side a Needle for what it's worth. But Pyrokinesis is definitely coming in. I'm just deciding what to cut. Need 2 more cuts after that. Could go ahead War Marshal. Maybe like that. Could cut Piledriver, yeah. Okay. I'm down to cut Piledrivers and 1 Chainwhirler. Don't think Chainwhirler is all that great versus them. I don't understand that comment. I mean, the problem is, dude, these cards will allow you to overpower your opponent, so... Yeah, I don't think you can ever cut those cards. Well, they suck if you don't have mana, which is certainly true, but... Our deck has effectively 28 mana sources. Probably keep because I have Trashmaster in my hand. It's not like the most insane hand, but I don't think you're allowed to mulligan this hand either. The games actually do go grindy, Stu. That's my experience in this matchup as well. Mostly because a lot of their cards don't do anything in game 1, and they just board in a bunch of like grind elements, Stu. Yeah, exactly. They're going to side in like K returns or some stuff like that. Fiery Confluence, they have Fiery Confluence for sure. They might have K return. They might have Volcanic Fallout. I've seen that one too. I mean, obviously it's kind of weird that they have a lot of sweepers and their deck also plays Rival Master, but it's sort of just like their deck is sort of disjointed and they pick a plan based on which cards they draw. So, I'm gonna keep. The weird thing is, like, even if they Chalice on 1, if I peel a Cavern, the Chalice on 1 is not great. Yeah, I understand your hesitations, Stu, but that's not how the matchup has played out for me when I played it. Oh, yikes. It's really good. Well, turn on Chandra. I guess a needle would be good here. Basically have to play Lackey and force him to minus on it, or present an answer. Okay. Well, not great. Not great. Probably not wasting them this game, but we'll see what happens. They got coding. Alright. I'll see if they try to lattice me. I'm just going to say go. They might go for it, in which case I can expert their Karn with the lattice on the stack. Or I can actually just float 2 and then cast expert. The problem is, like, doing almost anything else is not good, I think. They might sniff it out and just do something like play minus for Ballista, play Ballista if they play that card. Honestly, if I were them, I would just probably minus for a Ballista and play a Ballista for 3. That seems borderline unbeatable from this position. What's up, Cliffy? We're playing some Red-Black Storm. Interesting. Wonder what their plan is. Okay, yeah. So as predicted, they're making this play where I get to obliterate them. Yikes. Alright. They got me with their dead gone. Oh my god. Alright. Guess I'm dead now. I think my play was really good, actually, to be fair. But it does make sense that they have dead gone in their deck. Yeah, it makes me think no Chalice, but I'm not going to change anything. I'm not so sure. I just think optimistically. It's not my fault you're a pessimist. I don't think cutting Whirler Strange. It's hard to cast and it's low impact in my opinion. I don't think it's very good versus them personally. Hand's great. Damn it. Kind of wish that stuck. Not porting them. I'm just going to play Cratermaker this turn. Hope to draw a land. Honestly, if I drew a land for the rest of the game, I would be pretty happy, I think. Okay. Just gonna say go. Gonna see what they do this turn. I think I'm just gonna kill the Rabble Master. Don't really want them. Yeah, Pyrokinesis would have been insane there, but this is fine. I'm just gonna get Gempalm Incinerator. Yeah, like I said, I would be happy drawing lands for most of these turns, I think. Because I think our fail case is just not drawing the third land or fourth land ever. I don't think our fail case is not having enough gas, because clearly we have just spells. Yeah, but I think not playing the Cavern is super wrong, obviously. Another land would be pretty good. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play around Dead Gone. Oh, they can't even... I'm going to play around Gone, I guess. If I play the creature first, I can play around Gone. So that's pretty good. They might end up goning my Lackey anyways. But it looks like they've flooded out. Okay. So they had Stomp. So playing the Mogg War Marshal first was good, regardless. And they have just that as their only spell, essentially. Like, that's pretty good, but I think we're going to overpower them now with our hand. No. How do I want to play this? Probably just want to play Ringleader and look for another removal spell for the Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. Attacking's not particularly good. One slight issue is by making this play, if I draw only like red-black spells and they Blood Moon me, it's not particularly good for me, but note this is not castable because of our mana setup, which is awkward. But I think I'm just going to do this and attack my creatures. I want to do this sooner rather than later because they could definitely draw Fiery Confluence or K-Return. So this way I get to convert these to at least some amount of damage. Suppose I could Cratermaker the giant. Yo, Eric, thanks for the host. Man, how was your stream? How did it end up being? Not gonna attack with Sling-Gang. This is 5 damage. Okay. Word, fair enough. Do I just Cratermaker that? I think so. Actually, do I have lethal? Let's see. They take another from that. It's 5. They'll be at 11. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's not lethal. I guess I'll just Cratermaker that then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probably have lethal next turn, barring something weird. Yikes. Okay, so they had the last mana source for that. Sucks. It's pretty good here. Look, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. All right, that forces the other -3, so I'm going to do it. Because if they have -3, I can kill them next turn with this. How do you propose I cast Warchief? M. Shadaro. I had played this under Magus of the Moon, so it didn't have a creature type. All right, that's pretty good. Two, 3. Wasting them doesn't seem like it does very much, so I'll just Port a Mountain instead. I'll leave Wasteland up in case of something weird happens. Yeah, they can't tap tombs. There's no real reason to waste it. Alright, won the match 2-1. I think this is a good matchup. Chandra was unexpected, to be fair. Oh, sorry. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I forgot how long these matches take. I'm going to run a quick ad. And remember, if you like this stream, feel free to support it in a number of ways. By subbing, following on YouTube, following on Twitter. Alright, I'm back. We're 2-0. What's going on with match number 3? Because the original lords and like whatever, like Lord of Atlantis said they weren't actually goblins or merfolk themselves. So then when they became that creature type themselves, then it said other. FPOC. Like, if you look in original, like, a really old Lord of Atlantis, it'll say merfolk have, you know, island walk and +1/+1. Yes, Goblin King. Let's look. Scryfall is good for that. Yeah, so this one, I believe this one is not a goblin. It was not a goblin at the time, but now it says other goblins have that because now it is a goblin. They were just lords back then. All right, we got another match. Darth Dadder. All right, keep. I don't remember 100%. Okay. I just Cavern named Goblin, play the Lackey, obviously. Yeah, our hand's pretty good. It depends on the matchup, obviously. But this hand's like good versus basically everyone, I think. Agreed. Interesting. So I think I'm going to port upkeep and just put in Ringleader. 2007. Cool. Thank you, Chiliest. Thank you. That is good info. I couldn't remember. I guess that's when Lorwyn came out, right? I guess it was due to Lorwyn. Alright, that's really good. Turn 1 Lackey. All of the Goblin aficionados are here. Alright. Hello and good luck, opponent. There are dozens of them. I think that's a meme, but I don't recognize the meme. You know, which is okay. Whoa. I guess this is a sneak-in show with Astrolabe. That's not great. Wait. Oh, this is the deck I want to play. This is actually the deck I want to stream later. This is Painter. This is Black-Red Painter. I'm going to stream this deck afterwards. I think this deck is sweet. That's unfortunate. That's okay. I'm still like in pretty good shape. Who plays BR Painter? I know, exactly. Who plays it indeed? My lands, if my lands were better, I could really mess them up, but actually maybe I just like do I just waste and port and kill that? Prospector and port? Yeah, that actually might be better. it is better. Boring but effective, exactly, yeah. Obviously killing the Duretti. Duretti is so good in that deck. Actually, this card has super impressed me in Vintage Cube period. I'm going to port the City of Traders because I think the 2 extra mana is more important than anything else here. Alright, time to pop open some Barrier. I'm thirsty. I'm a thirsty hipster. Alright. Okay. Interesting. Now what? I guess I'll see what I draw. Could go Warchief, port them off to Prospector. I think that actually might be the play. They're dying fairly quickly, and I've gotten the Warchief into play, so it's relatively good. Yes. I forgot how annoying the sacrifice things to itself interface is now, but I am kind of glad for like newer players that it asks that, because it does make sure you're not like screwing yourself. Alright, Goblin Engineer. This card's really, really powerful. It's like a super... I've been super impressed with this card in multiple formats. Let's see, next turn. I can play Ringleader, leave a port. Well, it's not quite Tinker, right? Because it has a casting cost restriction. I can expert it, and I'm probably going to because it's just too dangerous. Like, what if they just... Like, the real combo is looping Astrolabes with this. But we'll see what I draw. 2. Could Expert plus Ringleader this turn, because I have Matron for Trashmaster next turn. 2. So they would need a lot of mana to kill me next turn. Hold on. I guess I should see if they're dead. Hold on. I can Expert. Damn. My restriction is colored mana. If I had another red source, I could go Expert, Matron for Piledriver, attack for lethal. The problem is I only have 3 red-black sources. What happens if I just Matron for Piledriver? Yeah, they would be. Obviously, I didn't plan on drawing another Matron, so I wouldn't say my play is 100% wrong. If I Matron Piledriver, that's the same as casting Expert, except I give myself the option of leaving up port. So I think that is actually the best play. So I'm going to do that then. Fine. Yep. Actually, I guess I'll see if Sling-Gang kills them. If I get Sling-Gang, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. They block 2, 2. Take 5. No, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They go to 7. But I'll have 6 creatures, so they'll go to 1, right? It's not enough. If I get Piledriver, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? It's 7, it's 12. Is Piledriver lethal either? No, it's not, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's actually not lethal either, right? So I'm supposed to just Expert Engineer then? Alright, so conclusion is I'm actually going to get Trashmaster and Expert Engineer and attack. I could Matron for Piledriver. That's an old play. It would force the block. Maybe that's actually good. Alright, I guess I'll do that then. Yeah, I was working it out. Hello, man. Welcome to 2020 stream. We are 2-0 with Red Black Goblins. After this week, I'm going to play Red Black Painter. Red Black Painter also has 8 goblins in it. We do. But I actually don't think I could have played around it, now that I think about it. The Painter combo costs a lot of mana. It costs 6 total. So if they have it, they have it. They've already used 1 Lotus Petal and a Soul Land. No, the Sling-Gang leaves them that 1 Pengu Star. I did the math. This seems like an actual brick. No, I don't. Well, maybe the Relic is low cost to put in, so maybe that. But I'm not a fan of Leyline here. Before someone's going to bring this up. If they name blue, these are good. If they don't name blue, these are atrocious. So I'm not bringing them in because most of the competent painter players are just going to name black in a post-board game anyways. So I'm not going to bother with those. Oh, the other reason not to name blue is if they do that, then I can just kill them with Piledriver. Yeah, that's the other reason. I think I will cut. Here, you want to cut some reliners? I was thinking Pashalik Mons, but I guess if you value the combo kill more. Alright, sure. I can side out 2 ringleaders, I guess. Trashmaster's too good. I think Sling-Gang's too good for killing. Oh, too late. I guess. This hand makes it so they have to slog through all of these Cratermakers before they can do anything meaningful. So I think this hand's actually pretty good as well. I think it's good, actually. I just thought about it. This is like a super controlling hand. Really want to draw a 3rd mana source again. Yikes. Alright, well, that's a thing. Alright, I mean, yeah, can't do anything about that. Yo, what's up, Damato XP? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I have a ton of Cratermakers, but that's obviously not what I want to see on turn 2 from my opponent. I'm not going to waste them yet, obviously. It's better to get your 2-2 into play first. Or 1-1, as the case may be. If they have a second Plague Engineer, I'm going to be really sad and probably be Ludobs, right? If they have 2 Engineers, I would have to try Trashmaster before they kill me. Alright, that's more acceptable, I guess. Sort of. Let's see what they do. I'm not loving my position, I'm not gonna lie. Painter Servant, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna make them. Alright, so one thing I can consider doing is this says destroy target colorless non-land permanent, so I could kill that. So I'm thinking about that right now. Interesting. You can never use Cratermaker to kill Painter Servant, actually. That's what I was looking up. So I'm going to kill the Karn. My mana is not great this game. Like, I actually don't have the correct colors, which is kind of insane considering I'm a 2-color deck. But, you know, is what it is. That's... Oh my god, they named Blue? Great. I'm so screwed. I need to draw Pyrokinesis, essentially. Okay. I might board in my Blast for game 3 if they're going to do this. Actually, it might not still. It seems kind of awful. Saltcaster, they do in game 1 a lot of the time, but like, I literally have Goblin Piledriver in my deck, Saltcaster. You know what that does? It just means Driver just kills them. So, I don't know. I'm gonna put one Mogg War Marshal back in my deck, I guess. I'm not gonna bother with Blast. It's just it does make Ringleader worse. It makes your entire deck worse to do so. Alright, I'm actually gonna snap keep this. I think this hand's actually really good. Nice job this weekend, sir. I don't know what that means. You know I went 3-3, right? I did not. I went 3-3 to get 15th. You know, that feels like a rub-in. For that rub-in, you should consider subbing to this channel. Sure, it dies a Karn. I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, I lost round 6, which was actually a win-in for me, given the tiebreaker situation. Because I think I played pretty bad in round 6. Right. Yeah, look, we do what we can, right, lover number 1? We do what we can, right? Okay. Yo, thanks for the resub. To be fair, you did remind me of my horrible punts from yesterday. Well, Mogg War Marshal. Oh no. What do I want to draw? That's not great. If they have Spirit Guide Blast, so be it. Probably get Munitions Expert. Oh, I was supposed to pitch Gempalm. Yeah, I was definitely supposed to pitch Gempalm. Whoops. Matron for Matron? That's reasonable too. Yeah, I was... Okay, that was super awful, actually. Oh my god, that's really bad. So, the reason that was really bad was I could have vialed in the second Lackey, and then the second Matron is just insane. I can basically develop a huge board real fast. But now I'm, like, in kind of awkward position instead. Attack for lethal with that Gempalm later. I cannot fathom that happening whatsoever. Jason W002, thank you for the follow. Can't Mole 5 keep 7, thank you for the follow. Sweet username, by the way. Alright, looks like they have to dirtle for a little bit instead, which is okay for me. Oh no. No! No! Well, that's not great either, really, but... Gonna take up both of my vials. GW Hollow, not technically, because I played the... That's not great. Yeah, it's called Monte Carlo. Alright. Alright, hope I don't die. Shit. Alright. I fucked it up, so I deserve to lose. Alright. I think this matchup's probably even, if I had to guess. Actually, with a bunch of Plague Engineers, they might be favored. I'm not sure. It's like pretty close either way. We didn't have any red sources, but I do think that opener was a keep. Sorry, I'm sweating because I have a bunch of bright lights on. I was just hoping I could wasteland a bunch of their few lands while ticking up vials. You're welcome, Seamfogger Boss. Yeah, it's my fault. I should have pitched the Gempalm. Should have thought about it longer. Because then, like, I could do so much stuff on the following turn and probably easily win, so... C'est la vie. It's new. I actually want to try that list in the second league tonight, Lover number 1, and I'm going to do that. Oh, great hand. So, like, I'm literally, that's literally the second deck I have queued up. So, you'll get to check it out in a bit. Why? It's broken. Huh. What is the exact message? Yeah, but I mean, I never mulligan these hands because I just think mulling them is wrong. Plus, I have 2 Lackeys and a Wasteland behind, so I don't know. If you mulligan this hand, I think you're just not supposed to play this deck, probably. Well, Painter, canonically speaking, was not a great matchup for lands almost ever. Oh, shit. Might be Burn. Burn is a matchup where you want as many Piledrivers in your deck as possible, in my opinion. Because what actually happens in the Burn matchup is you want them to burn a few of your creatures so they don't have enough to finish you. Oh, it might just be Blue-Red Delver instead. Okay. Christ. Sure, I could believe that. Sling-Gang seems very good in the matchup. Alright, didn't draw a land, unfortunately. If this gets wasted, we might lose. Having 2 bolts by turn 2 with no cantrips is pretty good for them. Alright, why does deleting that plug not work? I don't know why it doesn't work. Well, it appears they're playing like the 6-bolt build. I also played 6 bolts in the playoff-ish. Right. Not great, but we'll take it. They're brainstorming in response to a Mogg War Marshal, huh? Anyways, I was trying to get rid of that plug because the link doesn't quite work correctly because there's no space in between the smiley face, but whatever. If you want to check out Card Hoarder, go to that site. Yeah. Kind of wonder if they have Stifle in their hand. It sort of feels like it, but it's not great. Okay, that's actually really good. Going to have to just go for it now. If they have another bolt, so be it. What? Come on! Oh my god! You basically have to go for it there every time, I think, because the Arcanist just runs away with the game. I should have clicked yes. I forgot to click yes, but I'm basically dead, unfortunately. I should have clicked yes and attacked with my token. They did want it more, but I mean, the thing is, Arcanist is so good. It's just, it's a 2019 card. Of course it's great, right? If I draw a land, I could hypothetically overpower it with Goblin Ringleader. But we'll see what happens. They're chaining me, huh? Okay. Yeah, I changed my mind. The assumption is this is going to flip. So this is showing 9 damage. If I do this, then I can stay at 1 at least. Oh my god, their Delver didn't flip. Okay. Well, this is going to be a good Chainwhirler if I draw a red source, at least. Are they killing my Sling-Gang? I assume that's the case. I don't think I want to use more than one Goblin to drain them. Yeah, I think the other Goblins are too valuable. I'm going to quad block just to send a message. Obviously, it doesn't actually matter because they have no cards in hand, but you should send a message to deal 4 damage to the Arcanist. This is an EMA Goblin token, I would like to point out. Are you... Come on. Come on, deck. Yeah. I guess I'm not going to Wasteland. I'm going to Ringleader. Because if I hit Prospector, then I can Chainwhirler all of those away and probably be okay. I can't believe this. I guess I can believe it, but probably pretty dead now. It's okay. It's okay to lose. However, if you like the stream and you're watching me lose, consider a sub. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, I think they drew a brick as well because they didn't flip their Delver. That's not a brick. Whatever. All right. I'll just win the next two. As long as I kill their stuff, I'm winning, pretty much is how this matchup actually goes. Cut the Warchiefs. Seems really weird. I guess I could sort of see that. Question is if I want Blast or not, I think. Alright, I'll cut the Warchiefs. I wouldn't do this if I were by myself. I think the second Chainwhirler has a lot of merit. This deck generally doesn't beat combo. You choose to concede that matchup. I feel like I want to side out 2 Piledrivers. That's not true whatsoever, Shadows. I think if you look at Modern, there's tons of polarized matchups. Alright, then I'm going to board like this. I think this card is horrible versus their deck. It's a 4-mana 3/3, which means you're trading a lot of tempo to get lightning bolted. This is like kind of an interesting hand. Shadows, there's not really that many turn 1 kills in Legacy unless you play against a literal Charbelcher. And yeah, Goblins is probably going to be horrible versus Charbelcher most of the time. Yes, exactly. Or there's a lot of decks that just lose to What's another polarized matchup? Bogles or something like that, you know? Or like Lantern in the old days. So I think I'm going to mulligan, mostly because I think my curve is awful and I have no card advantage cards. And if I get Wastelanded, it's not great. So if I get like Force Wastelanded, it's not great. So I'm just going to mulligan. This hand's way better. Obviously, like, bad stuff could still happen to me. But I'm going to bottom the Arid Mesa, I think. Opponent 1 to 6 as well. Okay, so we get a hit. We get to put in Sling-Gang, so it's... they have 6 bolts, right? Like, the stock blue-red list generally has 6-ish bolts. Ooh, never mind. I'm going to put that in instead. Yes, please. Alright, the real question is, do I port them, or do I just play Cratermaker? It's high variance what you play against sometimes. Is all I'm going to say. I'm going to play Cratermaker. Yeah, exactly. If they play Arcanist here, we have Gempalm plus the Mountain in hand, sandbagged. Alright, that's fine. Got my value off of that. Nah, I cut a card. Your card was 61 cards. Nah, the Blue Red Delver has so many creatures that die to Pyroclasm. I think I'm just going to get another Ringleader and bury them. Yeah, his 61st card was sort of defensible. It was a Bone Crusher Giant, which is like kind of an abstractly powerful card. But I was off it. I was not having any of that. My opponent's just slowly dying here. It's kind of great. Bolt this. I mean, there are reasons to play more cards than that. Well, Bone Crusher Giant is like kind of an absurd card if you think about it, but no, like if they're casting Price of Ragas here, they're gonna lose. So, I mean, I guess I probably should, but I want to hide the fact that I can cycle Gempalm. Basically, that's what's going on here. All right. Now, now there's no reason to, because playing out either of these lands shows them that I can cycle Gempalm. Do I Gempalm my own goblin so they can't have the option to play a 3-1? I don't think so. I was thinking about it, then I realized it didn't make any sense really, so. Because that 3-1 can't even block. Right, exactly. Nice Arcanist. Alright. Gonna make them have it. Really, I'm far enough ahead that I can, like, even if they bolt this, it's not even that bad for me, so. Right, nice. I'm already vulnerable to Wasteland. Okay. Opponent didn't want to play anymore. We ground them out pretty easily because hand was great after I mulled. And, you know, life was great. Might want to go slightly more reactive on the draw. The thing is, what was I about to say? Right, that's the problem. Reb is not even that insane versus them. I'm just going to leave it as it is, I think. Sneap. When you play this deck, you cannot... well, I think you should not mulligan any hand that looks like this. Interesting. Does that change anything? I think I'm supposed to Vial, actually. I'm going to Vial. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, yes! Didn't flip! We can just use our, expert to kill it. Or do I just play both lackeys out? I guess I just play both lackeys out, actually. That's probably better. Am I from Toronto? No. Yeah, I have to do it this way to play around days. Yeah, I was correcting myself. Exactly. I have a lot of friends in Toronto. Like, I'm friends with Edgar, Adam Ragsdale, Dom Harvey. A ton of people. Nothing really. Fault Fracture. Braid, huh? I live near Washington, D.C., if that answers your question. Interesting. What should I do here? I feel like I should use Munitions Expert to kill that and attack for 2. I think I'm going to do that. Shit. I've given up the goose. Yeah, but how many creatures cost black, Pingu? That's the problem. I was tapping for black. Alright, I guess I'll just say go and see what happens. Alright, cool. They're probably going to abrade one of my things. Okay, looks like they don't have it. Looks to me like they don't have an Arcanist. Top both though, huh? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Not even joking, that is actually perfect. I'm already exposed to Wasteland, so... Okay. Casual inspiration. I think my opponent's pretty dead now. I have all of the resources I need. Probably just Sling-Gang here. Yeah, that's fair. I can attack, and if they block, then I can expert it. Okay. I was thinking about what to play here, but I think this is the correct play. It means I can probably kill the Arcanist next turn with Munitions Expert. Like, honestly, if they want to attack, they currently have to bolt my Sling-Gang. Probably. So it works out well for me. Wow, that's pretty good for them. Okay, that's fine, whatever. Do I pyro their guy? Kind of feel like I should. Yeah, I'm going to. Don't need this Chainwhirler. If they have Hydroblast, it's super bad. Okay. But I think my board, if the game continues like this, I'm a heavy favorite to win. So I think I am supposed to do it pretty much. I'm just gonna port their red source. Gonna play around something obscure like Kozilek's Return or whatever. Because I have lethal next turn pretty easily. Ringleader with buyback is nice. Oh, that's one way of putting it. Yeah, who needs Goblin Recruiter? Just have it anyways. It looks pretty dead. I see. Alright. Chainwhirler is lethal. Our ringleaders did not skip leg day in this game. Alright, one more match with Goblins. We're 3-1. All the matches have been close. As you do. Goblins is... Historically, Goblins used to be one of the best mid-range decks in Legacy. Problem is 2019 had a lot of really strong cards. Oh. Tom, why are you here? Tom, why are you here? We're in for a dark depths. Fuck. Just want to draw some Wastelands. Because you have channel points, right? It's okay. This is a pretty good hand versus depths. I assume there was a sharing in a Discord or something, but obviously I don't know for sure. Oh, that sucks. Hand got a lot worse. Gonna go Waistco though. Interesting. Yeah, but it's definitely the correct play. So I don't feel bad about it. What does this mean? It probably means they have Spirit Guide crop rotation. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to... oh shit. I should have played the Cavern, actually. But, whatever. Did my opponent mulligan? Yes, they mold, so they might just have a bad hand as well. No, I think it was fine to do what I did, to be quite fair. Oh, maybe I should have just main phased it. I'll just put stops everywhere and see what happens. This is so weird. It probably means they have another copy rolled up. Alright, let the trigger resolve, now waste it. But that is terrifying. Alright, yeah. This makes a lot of sense. No reason to do it. I'm gonna buff something else. Damn it. If I'd drawn Wasteland, I could have punished them, I guess. Alright, I'm dead now. Well, I guess I'll bluff something. I'll pretend to have Sting Scourger. Alright, now I'm dead. Sucks. Does not seem great for me all around. I think I can side out. Yeah, that's a high variance play though. I generally don't like doing that because one of the cards that's easy for them to have multiples of in their hand is Urborg. Don't like this card versus Engineer. I don't think this card is good versus them whatsoever, really. I think the other cards are like kind of useful. Could also side out a mountain because I have a 25th land. Or I could just have this configuration, which also seems fine, to be fair. So I guess I'll just have this configuration instead. Did I hit submit? I did. Mulligan. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep and bottom the Gempalm Incinerator, I guess. Here, I don't think... I mean, so they could have a turn one with double mocks, land, Hexmage Depths, but I don't think that's worth playing around. I don't want to reveal the goose too quickly, is what I'm saying. Exactly. That's why I was giving a reason why I'm playing Mountain instead of Wasteland, whereas last game I played Wasteland on turn one, but it was also in the draw last game, I think, as well. All right, so they can technically turn to me from this board if they rotate into Urborg and play Depths and play Hexmage. Guess I could just... I can't really interrupt that very well unless I just play Waste Scale. Alright, I'm not going to. I think they're more likely to have Dark Confidant here. I'm going to play around Dark Confidant instead of getting killed. No, he was on Turbo in the challenge, but I think he said, or the not the challenge, the playoff, but I think he said he didn't love that configuration. So right, exactly. I mean, obviously, I don't know for sure. The thing is, Turbo also makes it so much harder to play around all of their stuff. All right. So you really want to play Turbo when your meta. If you want to play Depths and you want to play Turbo, playing Not of This World makes you a lot better versus Karakas and Plows. You basically condense the game into a shorter time frame, and you can like grind out the wins versus Plows or Karakases or whatever. Now, I think slow is generally better because having permanent mana sources is pretty good, and playing the full set of Elvish Reclaimer makes you scarier. Alright, so Lotus Petal generally indicates Turbo, so I guess he is on Turbo. Alright, so it is not safe to Wasteland that stage, mostly because my opponent can just fetch two basics and copy a basic, or even copy my basic. So I'm just going to play a flash 1/1. This might look like spewing, but I think I just want to start applying pressure. Because the pedal really tells me everything I need to know. No, I don't want it to shoot itself. Basically, I'm running the Spell Stutter Sprite play from Fairies in Standard, where you just run it out because you actually need to get something going, and it does make your other experts better. All right, interesting. I think I'm just gonna run out the other one, like. Yes, yeah, it is. I mean, it has a lot of similarities, right? Okay, on a hell. I mean, first off, I haven't played lands in quite a while. Second off, who are you to pigeonhole me? It's an okay draw. You can turn one of the stages into a mountain. I guess you can try to. I didn't create the deck. Kurt Spice created the deck. So you're not even correct. Well, everyone is just wrong. But if you really think I created a deck, feel free to sub. Wow, I didn't expect that to work, but thank you. That was... I really didn't expect that to work. Lol. Everyone, welcome Ona Hell with Jarvis Clap. Ryan. Okay, so I think they have crop rotation, but I guess it costs them something to do it. I'm probably not doing that today, but I Might try it at some other point if something different happens. They pitch Spirit Guide, huh? Alright, fine. That's weird. I think that 2/4 creature is really good in Modern Valakut for what it's worth. I think I'm gonna name Hexmage because 2 stagers are gone. Yeah, I think that's actually right. And I have a Wasteland for another stage, and I'm attacking for 2 a turn. I think naming Hexmage is correct as well. Okay. Nah, I think wasting Bayou is kind of not very good, to be quite fair. That is good. That is really good. You can just port their stage upkeep. Oh, it's up, Ryan. Enjoyed you last weekend on SCG coverage, as usual. I don't know anything about Steam, so Jerry Step in hand. I don't know. I kind of feel like we're winning because I chose to run out these 1/1s and then drew the needle. Yikes. I am doing well. Alright. Do I just get the gang? Guess I get the gang. Do I tap out for the gang? Guess I do. It's pretty bad versus Goblin Engineer, or Plague Engineer, but I don't think they have it. I think I'm supposed to just play this. Nah, I think it's better to just play it this turn. Yeah, I think... Okay. The writing's on the wall, because, like, you basically kill them unless if they have exactly Plague Engineer, so... Alright. This game's gonna be a lot harder. Hope Karakas is in my opener, kind of. Or hope I don't get killed quickly. Yeah, I don't think they play Plague Engineer because they're designed to go so fast. I think their plan for Goblins is to, yeah, just go fast. All right, I'm gonna keep. Again, I have to go Waistco, unfortunately, but that's fine. All right, opponent going to 6. Turbo Mulligan's a lot more than slow is the other thing, Arcane, which you were asking about, because their deck literally has a singular game plan, and you have to mulligan a hand that can't assemble that game plan. It's similar to Tron, Modern Tron in that regard. Modern Tron has to mulligan for Tron. If you don't, your deck just does not function. That's my opinion, of course. But here, I think we're seeing the downside of being turbo as opposed to slow. Because slow, you can like maybe play a Sylvan Library, maybe play a Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf is like excellent in this matchup from their side. To be quite fair, like... Alright. Rotation for Urborg, Hexmage. I guess I'll play around the nuts because it only cost me 1 turn. Got another stage. Okay. I'm gonna just play Lackey here. I don't think they can beat one Wasteland currently. Or I don't think it's that easy for them to do so. Could have wasted while they were tapped out. Didn't really like doing that. Trying to explain why. Mostly Spirit Guide rotation is the reason, I guess. Right. Not going to trade here, because if I draw a Munitions Expert, I can force them into an awkward position. Right. So the other reason you don't want to snap off the waste is it costs them mana to basically copy your Wasteland with stage to get around it. So by doing what I did, you force them to spend 3 mana every time to pop your Wastelands, which buys you more time essentially. I think next turn, depending on what I draw, right, they might just get another stage again. Like they did that before. To me, this indicates they probably don't have another land in their hand. I say probably because obviously nothing's for sure. But what I can do next turn... Oh, Ghost Quarter, huh? Okay. Yeah, I think that's the play. Question is if they have depths. I guess if I had wasted on my turn, that plays around them having depths plus Spirit Guide. Maybe I was supposed to. That might have been a punt, actually. Yeah. Well, the pedal I can respond to, right, Stu? Okay, maybe that was an error. I hope it doesn't cost me. Another thing I could have done was actually sack the Lackey to cast Warchief. And that might have actually been better. Because the reason is... Well, there's a bunch of reasons, I suppose. Shit. Alright, I got punished, I guess, for my bad play. You have to top deck Sling-Gang, but that only buys time. That only buys exactly one turn. If I just Wastelanded on my turn on stage, it would have been a lot better, I think, Fault Fracture. Because of this exact scenario. I knew they were scrying for Ghost Quarter. Yeah, I think I threw it, essentially. Right. Let it go, because they might not main phase it. Well, I don't know. I think I punted. I think I punted it. Which is unfortunate, obviously. Yeah, should have just wasted on my turn, I think. Another thing I could have done was long ago. Yeah, they search up loads of stages, so they were almost 100% to have depths in hand. That is a good point, Stu. Because otherwise, their play doesn't make a lot of sense. A lot of sense, right? Name Karakas, huh? It's weird. What does that mean? So they have the Spirit Guide is their last card, right? The last card has to be Spirit Guide. So is it better for me to get a land out of my deck to increase the chance of drawing Sling-Gang? I guess it really barely. So maybe they did mess up. I don't think they did. I think it's so low probability. Sling-Gang doesn't really help, yeah. Yeah, I punted it. That sucks. If I just wasted the stage, I think I would have won pretty easily. There's no Sting Scourger, and also, do you know what Sylvan Safekeeper does? I actually think Sting Scourger is not that great. Alright. There were 4 subs, so I'll open 4 chests before the next league, real quick. Maybe we'll open some Goblin-related cards. Nope. Biomass Mutation, sweet card. Alright, I'll open 3 chests because Min doesn't want me to open one. Yeah, no, I lost when I didn't Wasteland on my turn. I should have analyzed a bit more. Fungasaur. And 15 play points. Alright, one more chest. Bees Color, Savant, 25 play points. I think I came out slightly behind, but that's okay. Alright. Wait, did I not import the other deck? I thought I did. Oh, Min owes me 6/6 now? Okay, cool. Where's my 6/6? Alright, I'm gonna play this deck in a sec, updating Stream Decker. I think I threw it. Deck should have, well, most likely should have been 4-1, but alright, I updated the deck according to my thing. I'm gonna get another drink real quick. Alright, it's a Nasi 5-0. We punted twice, so therefore we would have won both the matches that we punted, right? All right, be right back. I'm gonna play this deck in a sec. Yo, welcome back, Tom. You think you... Sorry, Tom, you think you punted? All right, I'm gonna play this deck now. If